First, let me say this. As I'm sure you're all tracking, we're in the final stages of securing a ceasefire agreement for Lebanon. We're not there yet, but I believe we are in the final stages. This has been an intensive diplomatic by the United States, partners like France, working with Israel, working with Lebanon over many months. And if we get to the conclusion that I hope we reach very soon, it will make a big difference. It will make a big difference in saving lives and livelihoods in Lebanon and in Israel. Now, to the business of the G7. This is my final G7 as Secretary of State, and I really want to begin by thanking all of my counterparts in the G7 who've been such remarkable colleagues and have become good friends over these 4 years. Over the last 4 years, G7 partners have met a moment of unprecedented testing, and we've transformed the group into a steering committee for the world's leading democracies. We've also strengthened ties with our partners beyond the G7, in the Indo-Pacific, the Middle East, and more, so that we can work together to find shared solutions to shared challenges. Our work has shown that when we come together, when we act in common purpose, we can better the lives of the people we represent and indeed better the lives of people everywhere. We've boosted global investment in food security. We've done the same for sustainable infrastructure. We've advanced common rules of the road for artificial intelligence. We've generated ambitious commitments and investments for deploying clean energy, and so much more. We also spent time discussing the opportunity and indeed the necessity to end conflicts in the Middle East and lay the foundation for a more durable peace, now that Israel has achieved its strategic goals in the wake of October 7th. In Gaza, one other important area of focus over these last 2 days, and that's Sudan, the worst humanitarian crisis in the world. This horrific war has produced suffering for tens of millions of people, over 20 million forced to flee atrocities, facing famine, facing violence. I had an opportunity yesterday to visit with the World Food Program and to get an up-to-date report on the situation on the ground and what they're facing in terms of trying to deliver assistance to people in need. Now, we've made some progress over the last few weeks, particularly in terms of humanitarian access. Today, the World Food Program announced that for the first time, pretty much since the conflict has kicked off, they're getting trucks to famine-isolated areas like Zamzam, an IDP camp. With partners, we've also made progress to expand life-saving access to emergency food and medicine in other places, including the opening of the Adre border crossing and the establishment of humanitarian flights. I had a very good meeting with partners from Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, and Egypt on the next steps that we all will endorse and need to take. The G7 and its partners, like these countries, are committed to expanding humanitarian access in Sudan and at the same time working toward ending the conflict and the suffering of the Sudanese people. We also addressed efforts to mitigate other conflicts and other humanitarian challenges around the world. We agreed on the need to continue increasing support for the multilateral security support mission in Haiti, for the contingent that's there, as well as for the Haitian National Police, and on the importance of turning this mission into a formal peacekeeping operation. We also worked to ensure effective follow-on peacekeeping forces in Somalia. Many other things were on the agenda. I just wanted to focus on those. And to conclude by saying that, from my perspective, these last 2 days, and in fact these last 4 years, are a reminder that we can navigate an increasingly complex world much more effectively when we're doing it together, when we're working with partners, with allies. The G7 has set us up for success on issues that matter to the citizens of each of our countries and that matter to people around the world. Our greatest strategic asset, our most significant force multiplier, individually and collectively, is our ability to come together and work in common cause. And from my perspective, that's never been more important. It remains essential that we keep working together to get results, to deliver for the people that we have the honor and privilege of representing.